Welcome, beautiful souls, and thank you for joining me to decode the spiritual messages of the stars. This week of July 6th through the 12th is a big one. The universe is asking us to get very real about what we believe and how we are building our lives. A potent full moon is calling for a major reality check, while Saturn, the great teacher, slows down to begin its retrograde journey, forcing a deep review of our faith and dreams. We have three major planetary shifts setting the stage. First, Venus dances into curious Gemini, shifting our focus to connection through conversation and new ideas. But while Venus brings light, two other events bring gravity. On July 10th, a powerful full moon in Capricorn puts a spotlight on the balance between your private, emotional life and your public ambitions. It asks, is the structure of your life truly supporting your soul? Most significantly, Saturn stations retrograde in Pisces on July 13th. When a planet stations, its energy is at its most potent. This begins a deep, internal audit of our spiritual lives. It asks, is your faith built on solid ground? Where do your boundaries need work? This is a time for profound soul-level reevaluation of your ambitions and your beliefs. We're about to explore how these potent energies are showing up for you. For the most accurate reading, listen for your rising sign first, but also take note of the messages for your sun and moon signs. And as we move through the signs, if a message resonates, please take a moment to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss these weekly spiritual forecasts. Now, let's get into it. Aries, the challenge for you this week is facing the ghosts in your own machine. The anxieties, self-sabotaging patterns, and unresolved karma that you prefer to outrun are rattling their chains. Saturn is stationing retrograde in your 12th house of the subconscious, spirituality, and hidden enemies. This is the house of self-undoing. As Saturn slows to a stop here, it can bring a feeling of heavy but vague melancholy, a sense of being burdened by something you can't quite name. Old fears may resurface, your energy might be low, and you could feel inexplicably isolated. The challenge is not to succumb to a feeling of spiritual exhaustion, but to face your own shadow. The spiritual message is about profound clearing and release. This is a sacred opportunity to do a deep spiritual cleanse. Saturn's retrograde journey here is a 4-month spiritual retreat, and this week kicks it off. The universe is calling you to turn away from the noise and listen to the whispers of your soul. Your intuition is practically screaming at you. The full moon on July 10th lands in your 10th house of career and public reputation, bringing a culmination or reality check in your professional life. This is directly tied to the Saturn story. The success or failure you are seeing in your career right now is a direct reflection of the subconscious patterns you've been running. The message is to connect your spiritual health, 12th house, with your outer ambitions, 10th house. Your path forward is one of conscious surrender and spiritual discipline. This is the perfect week to commit to a daily meditation practice, start a dream journal, or seek out a therapist or healer. The work is to bring what is in the dark, 12th house, into the light. Pay close attention to your dreams and synchronicities. The full moon may bring a powerful insight that allows you to see your subconscious patterns with stunning clarity. Venus entering your 3rd house of communication is a gift, making your words extra charming. It encourages you to learn, read, and talk things through with a trusted friend. But ultimately, this is your work to do. Release the need to be productive in the external world. Your most important job right now is happening in the sacred sanctuary of your inner world. Trust this cosmic break, Aries. The work you do in the sanctuary of your inner world now is what will build a more authentic and sustainable career path. Embrace this period of reflection. If this message resonated, please give this video a like and share your Aries sun, moon, and rising signs in the comments below. Let us know how you're navigating this spiritual retreat. Be sure to subscribe for more guidance, and I wish you a week of profound clarity. I'll see you next time. Taurus, the challenge this week revolves around your community, your future, and your dreams. You may be hit with a sudden reality check concerning your friendships, your role in a group, or your long-term aspirations. Saturn is stationing retrograde in your 11th house of hopes, wishes, and alliances. This transit has been teaching you to build more meaningful connections and to approach your dreams with structure. Now, as it stations, it might bring some disillusionment. A friendship could feel heavy, a group project might stall, or a long-held dream may suddenly seem unrealistic. You might feel a little alienated from your peers. The challenge is to face the truth about your alliances without becoming cynical. The spiritual message is about aligning your future with your deepest beliefs. The universe is asking you to review the company you keep and the dreams you chase. Are your friends truly supporting the person you are becoming? The full moon on July 10th provides a critical piece of the puzzle as it illuminates your ninth house of belief systems, higher wisdom, and faith. This full moon is asking you, does your worldview support the future you are trying to build? It's a moment to release a long-held belief that has actually been limiting your potential or keeping you in the wrong circles. You have to see how your philosophy on life, ninth house, is shaping the future you are creating with others, 11th house. Your path forward is to conduct a fearless inventory of your social circle and your life's vision. Use the Saturn energy to pull back and observe. Who drains you? Who inspires you? Which dreams still light you up? The full moon in your ninth house may bring a powerful insight that shatters an old belief, freeing you up to dream a bigger, more authentic dream. And the good news? Venus, your ruler, enters your second house of self-worth and resources this week. This transit brings blessings to your finances and reminds you that investing in an authentic future is the most valuable thing you can do. It's time to release the old dream to make space for the true one. Trust the process, Taurus. This slowdown is a gift, helping you release old dreams to make space for the true one. The reevaluation of your alliances now will set the stage for a future that's more aligned with your soul. If this reading helped, I'd love it if you'd like this video and drop your Taurus sun, moon, and rising in the comments. How is this reality check showing up for you? Subscribe for our weekly forecasts, and I'm wishing you a week of courageous choices. I'll see you back here next time. Gemini, this week places your career and public life directly under the microscope, and the pressure is on. The challenge is a major reality check on your professional ambitions. Saturn is stationing retrograde in your 10th house of career, reputation, and authority. You have been working hard to build something, to climb the ladder, and to establish yourself. Now, as Saturn slows to a stop, your progress might feel like it's hitting a wall. A work project could be delayed, a boss could become extra critical, or the sheer weight of your responsibilities could feel overwhelming. You may question your entire career path. The spiritual message is about building a legacy that is psychologically sound. The universe is putting pressure on your career to get your attention about something deeper. This week's potent full moon on July 10th lands in your 8th house of shared resources, intimacy, and psychological truths. This is a moment of intense emotional and financial truth. It could bring a culmination or an ending related to debt, a partner's income, or a deeply intimate bond. The spiritual message is this: your public ambitions, 10th house, must be built on a foundation of psychological honesty and integrity, 8th house. You can't build a lasting legacy if you are entangled in energetic debt or inauthentic power dynamics. Your path forward is to get brutally honest about the deep stuff. The full moon in your 8th house may force you to release a financial entanglement or a psychological pattern that has been holding your career hostage. This is a powerful week for paying off a debt, whether it's literal or metaphorical. It's time to get real about what you owe. The Saturn station begins a 4-month review of your career path. This isn't about quitting impulsively, but reflecting on what true success really means to you. And here's the best part: Venus, the planet of love and harmony, enters your 1st house of self this week. This is a cosmic blessing, cloaking you in grace, charm, and attractiveness. Use this magnetic energy to attract people and opportunities that are truly aligned with the more authentic and powerful career path you are now creating. This is your chance to course correct, Gemini. By getting brutally honest about the deep stuff, you build a career that is not just successful, but psychologically sound. Trust that this review will lead to a more authentic legacy. If this helped you, please like this video and let me know your Gemini placements in the comments. How are you using that Venusian grace to navigate this? Subscribe so you don't miss next week's messages. I wish you a week of profound integrity. See you then. Cancer, the challenge this week is a potential crisis of faith. The grand visions, belief systems, and long-term plans that give you a sense of purpose may suddenly feel shaky or questionable. Saturn, the great reality checker, is stationing retrograde in your ninth house of higher learning, travel, spirituality, and your personal philosophy. This is the house of your truth. As Saturn grinds to a halt here, it can feel like the universe is challenging what you believe. A plan to travel or study could be delayed, or a spiritual path might suddenly feel empty. You may find yourself questioning everything, feeling lost without a map. The challenge is to sit with this uncertainty without despair. The spiritual message is a profound call for balance and relational truth. The universe is testing your beliefs for a very important reason. This is confirmed by the powerful full moon on July 10th, which takes place in your opposite house, the 7th house of marriage, partnerships, and one-on-one relationships. This is a major culmination point for a key relationship. It could be a beautiful peak or a necessary ending. The spiritual message is this: your beliefs about the world, 9th house, must be able to support a healthy, real-world partnership, 7th house. Are your philosophies on life bringing you closer to others, or are they creating a divide? The cosmos is asking for a radical realignment of what you hold to be true. Your path forward is through honest communication and courageous choices in your relationships. The full moon in your 7th house demands a heart-to-heart with a significant other. It's time to lay your cards on the table. This is a week for relationship counseling, making a deeper commitment, or lovingly letting go. At the same time, the Saturn station asks you to review your entire worldview over the next 4 months. Let go of any beliefs that are no longer serving your connections. Venus slips into your 12th house of spirituality and retreat, offering a beautiful escape. Your path forward involves scheduling quiet time to meditate, rest, and connect with your intuition. Your inner voice has the answers about how to build a belief system that is big enough for both you and the people you love. Embrace the quiet moments this week, Cancer. The work you do in your relationships now will help you build a belief system that is big enough for both you and the people you love. This is your chance to align your inner truth with your outer connections. If this resonated, please show your support with a like and share your Cancer placements below. I'd love to hear how this full moon is impacting you. Subscribe for more guidance, and I wish you a week of courageous healing in your heart. I'll see you next time. Leo, this week brings an intense and unavoidable confrontation with the deeper, darker, and more complex parts of life. The challenge is one of vulnerability, power, and control. Saturn is stationing retrograde in your 8th house, a psychologically potent area governing shared finances, intimacy, secrets, and transformation. As Saturn slows to a stop here, a significant issue related to debt, taxes, or a partner's resources could surface. More deeply, it can trigger fears around intimacy and letting go of control. A power struggle within a key relationship could come to a head. The challenge is to face these intense themes without trying to control them into submission. The spiritual message is about grounding your transformational work in daily, practical reality. The 8th house is where we face our demons to be reborn. Saturn's retrograde here is a 4-month journey into your own psychological depths. The universe is asking you to surrender and allow a deep process of change to happen. This is confirmed by the powerful full moon on July 10th, which illuminates your 6th house of daily work, health, routines, and service. This full moon brings a culmination related to your job, a health issue, or your daily habits. It is a massive reality check. The message connects these two houses. Is your deep psychological work, 8th house, supported by your daily actions, 6th house? Or is there a disconnect between the healing you say you want and the life you actually live every day? The cosmos demands integrity. Your path forward is to focus on the small things. The big transformation will take care of itself if you get your daily life in order. Use the full moon's energy to release a bad habit, complete a major project at work, or commit to a new health regimen. This is a powerful week to declutter your workspace and bring a sense of sacred order to your mundane life. The Saturn station is the start of a 4-month review of your deepest entanglements. Instead of getting lost in the drama, get your hands dirty. Be of service. Take care of your body. The answers you seek are in the here and now. Venus entering your 11th house of community is a wonderful support, boosting your social life. Lean on your friends and connect with like-minded people. They can offer practical perspectives that help you rebuild your life from the ground up. Trust the process, Leo. The slowdown you feel is a gift, showing you that true transformation happens by getting your daily life in order. The small, practical steps you take this week will set the stage for a profound rebirth. If this reading gave you clarity, please like this video and share your Leo placements in the comments below. How are you bringing sacred order to your life? Don't forget to subscribe, and I wish you a week of grounded integrity. See you back here. Virgo, the focus this week is squarely on your relationships, and a significant reality check is coming. The challenge is to face the truth about the structure and health of your most important partnerships. Saturn, the Lord of Karma, is stationing retrograde in your 7th house of marriage, long-term commitments, and significant others. This transit has been teaching you serious lessons about building a mature partnership. Now, as Saturn slows down, it may bring a period of testing or difficulty. A partner may seem burdensome, or you may feel a sense of restriction where there was once ease. Old issues could resurface. The challenge is to see this as a critical review, not a failure. The spiritual message is about aligning your partnerships with your most authentic, creative self. The universe is asking you to get honest about the foundations of your relationships. Are they built on mutual respect and authentic commitment? This inquiry is brought into sharp focus by the full moon on July 10th, which lights up your 5th house of creativity, romance, joy, and self-expression. A full moon here brings a powerful culmination of a creative project, a turning point in a romance, or a significant moment with a child. The spiritual message is that your committed partnerships, 7th house, must allow space for your own joy and creative expression, 5th house. If a relationship is stifling your light, this week will make it impossible to ignore. Your path forward is through courageous self-expression. The full moon offers a release valve for the pressure in your relationship house. Your work is to channel your feelings into a creative outlet. Write, paint, dance, express what's bubbling up from within. This can bring clarity and catharsis. The Saturn station marks a 4-month review of all your key relationships. It's a time for couples counseling, redefining commitments, or making the hard choice to walk away from a bond that isn't working. And to top it all off, Venus, the planet of grace, enters your 10th house of career and public life. This puts you in a favorable light with bosses. Your willingness to get honest in your personal life will paradoxically make you more magnetic and successful in the public sphere. Your creative joy is your compass. This is your week for review and release, Virgo. By channeling your feelings into creative expression, you will find the clarity needed to build partnerships that honor your authentic light. Trust that this review is here to help you. If you found this helpful, please like the video and comment with your Virgo signs. Let's support each other. Make sure you subscribe for our weekly forecasts. I'm wishing you a week of creative joy and relational truth. I'll see you next time. Libra, the challenge this week is a potential breakdown in your daily systems and a confrontation with the limits of your physical body. The routines, work processes, and health regimens you rely on may suddenly feel inefficient or burdensome. Saturn is stationing retrograde in your 6th house of daily work, health, and service. This transit has been teaching you to bring discipline to your mundane life. Now, as it stations, it can show up as a frustrating work project that stalls, a nagging health issue that flares up, or a feeling of being totally overwhelmed by your to-do list. The daily grind feels extra grinding right now. The challenge is to see this as a sign that your current systems need a major overhaul. The spiritual message is about creating a life of sacred service that starts with your own foundation. The 6th house is about how you offer your skills to the world and how you tend to your body. This is brought into sharp focus by the full moon on July 10th, which illuminates the very base of your chart, your 4th house of home, family, and emotional security. This is a powerful culmination related to your living situation, a family matter, or your deep inner sense of belonging. The spiritual message is crystal clear: the health of your daily life, 6th house, is a direct reflection of your own inner foundation, 4th house. You cannot build sustainable, healthy habits if you do not feel safe and at home within yourself. Your path forward is to turn your focus inward and shore up your emotional foundations. The full moon in your fourth house is a call to tend to your nest. Cleanse the energy in your home, connect with family, and nurture your soul. As you do this deep inner work, you will gain clarity on what needs to change in your daily life. The Saturn station begins a 4-month review of your work and health. It's the perfect time to start a new health plan or reorganize your life for more efficiency. Venus, your ruling planet, moving into your ninth house of higher wisdom is a gift. It encourages you to seek a higher perspective. Read books on wellness, talk to a wise mentor, or plan a trip. This will help you see your situation with new wisdom. Your work is to build a home within yourself first. From that place, all your daily habits will transform. Embrace this cosmic pause, Libra. By turning your focus inward to your emotional foundations, you will build the resilience needed for a healthier, more sustainable daily life. Trust that this work will set the stage for the next 4 months. If this resonated, please give this video a like and share your Libra sun, moon, and rising in the comments. How are you tending to your nest this week? Subscribe for more guidance, and I wish you deep peace in your inner world. I'll see you back here. Scorpio, the challenge this week is a potential block in your creative flow and a serious reality check in the realm of romance and joy. The things that normally light you up might suddenly feel heavy or like hard work. Saturn, the planet of discipline, is stationing retrograde in your 5th house of creativity, romance, children, and self-expression. This transit has been teaching you to take your joy more seriously and to put structure to your creative talents. Now, as it slows down, it can feel like creative block, a romance cooling off, or increased responsibilities around a child. The simple act of having fun might feel impossible. The spiritual message is about mastering your mind to unlock your heart. The universe is asking you to review what you are creating and who you are giving your heart to. This is powerfully illuminated by the full moon on July 10th, which lights up your 3rd house of communication, mindset, and your immediate environment. This full moon can bring a critical conversation to a head or deliver an important piece of news. The spiritual message is to connect your mindset, 3rd house, with your creative joy, 5th house. The creative blocks you feel are a direct result of the thoughts you are thinking and the stories you are telling yourself. Your perception is creating your reality. Your path forward is to consciously change your mind to change your life. The full moon in your 3rd house is a potent opportunity to release a negative thought pattern. It's time for a mental detox. Become a detective of your own thoughts. When you feel blocked, what's the story you're telling yourself? The Saturn station begins a 4-month period of getting serious about your art and your heart. It's time to put a real plan to your creative hobbies or let go of a romance that doesn't honor you. Venus moving into your 8th house of intimacy and shared resources is a deep ally. It encourages you to seek support from a trusted partner or therapist. Being vulnerable and sharing what you're going through can bring immense healing. Reframe your mind, get serious about your joy, and reach out for help. This is not a week for pushing forward, Scorpio, but for a profound mental detox. By changing the stories you tell yourself, you will unlock your creative joy and build a life that lights you up. This slowdown is a chance to course correct. If this reading provided insight, please like the video and drop your Scorpio placements in the comments. I'd love to hear how you're reframing your mind. Subscribe for more, and I wish you a week of powerful clarity. See you next time. Sagittarius, the challenge this week is deeply personal and foundational. The very bedrock of your life, your home, your family, your sense of emotional security, is under intense review. Saturn, your ruling planet's traditional counterpart, is stationing retrograde in your 4th house of home, family, and your inner world. This can bring up old family wounds, create challenges with your living situation, or manifest as a heavy sense of emotional burden. You may feel a deep-seated insecurity or a sense of being emotionally isolated. The challenge is to face these foundational issues with courage and not escape into your next big adventure. Your inner world is demanding your attention. The spiritual message is about understanding the connection between your inner security and your outer value. The universe is asking you to look at the emotional foundations you've built your life on. This is brought into incredibly sharp focus by the full moon on July 10th, which illuminates your 2nd house of finances, resources, and self-worth. This full moon brings a culmination related to your income or your sense of personal value. It's a moment of financial truth. The spiritual message powerfully links these two areas. Your ability to feel worthy and generate resources, second house, is directly connected to your sense of inner, emotional security that comes from your roots, fourth house. To build real wealth, you must first feel at home in yourself. Your path forward is to conduct a fearless inventory of your emotional and financial foundations. The full moon in your second house calls you to get real about your finances. Look at your budget, ask for that raise, and release any spending habits that stem from a lack of self-worth. As you do this, your home life will begin to shift. The Saturn station is the start of a 4-month review of your family life and inner world. It's time for therapy, healing family patterns, or simply spending quiet time at home journaling. The beautiful news is that Venus, the planet of love, is dancing into your 7th house of partnerships. This brings grace and opportunities for beautiful one-on-one connections. As you begin to value yourself more, 2nd house, and heal your foundations, 4th house, you will attract partners who see and celebrate your true worth. Trust this process, Sagittarius. The work you do now to heal your emotional foundations is what will allow you to build real, sustainable wealth and self-worth. This is a powerful time to align your inner security with your outer value. If this resonated, a like would be so appreciated, and please share your Sagittarius placements in the comments. How are you building your self-worth? Subscribe for our weekly messages. I wish you a week of profound healing. I'll see you then. Capricorn, the challenge for you this week lies in your mind. Your thoughts, your words, and your perceptions are under intense scrutiny. You might find yourself stuck in a negative thought loop, facing difficult conversations, or feeling like your ideas are being blocked. Your ruling planet, Saturn, is stationing retrograde in your 3rd house of communication, mindset, and learning. This transit has been teaching you to bring more discipline and authority to your voice. Now, as it stations, it can bring mental fatigue, writer's block, or frustrating delays. The challenge is to recognize that a fundamental upgrade to your mental operating system is required. The spiritual message is a call to redefine your very identity by changing your mind. The universe is asking you to audit your thoughts and words. This internal inquiry is brought to a dramatic culmination by the full moon on July 10th, which occurs in your sign, in your 1st house of self and identity. This is one of the most significant moments of the year for you. It is a powerful illumination of who you are and a chance to shed an old identity. The spiritual message is profound. The person you are today, 1st house, is a direct result of the thoughts you think and the stories you tell yourself, 3rd house. To fully step into your power, you must first master your mind. Your path forward is to courageously change your mind. The full moon in your sign is a permission slip to put yourself first. Release an old identity that was built on pessimistic or limiting thoughts. Your work is to become a disciplined student of your own mind. Practice mindfulness. Challenge your negative thoughts. The Saturn station marks a 4-month period of deep review of your communication patterns. Venus entering your 6th house of daily routines brings a beautiful opportunity to find pleasure and peace in the small things. Your path forward involves creating daily rituals that support a healthy mindset, a walk in nature, journaling, organizing your space. By bringing beauty to your daily life, 6th house, you provide the practical support needed for the mental restructuring, 3rd house, that allows your true self, 1st house, to emerge. This full moon in your sign is your moment, Capricorn. Embrace this cosmic pause to courageously release any identity built on limiting thoughts. Mastering your mind now sets the stage for a more powerful and authentic you. If this helped, please like this video and share your Capricorn placements below. Let us know who you are becoming. Make sure you subscribe, and I'm wishing you a week of powerful self-discovery. I'll see you next time. Aquarius, the challenge for you this week is a direct confrontation with the material world. Your finances, your resources, and your sense of self-worth are under the microscope, and you may be feeling a significant sense of lack or instability. Saturn, your traditional ruler, is stationing retrograde in your 2nd house of income, possessions, and values. This transit has been teaching you difficult but necessary lessons about financial discipline. Now, as Saturn stations, it can manifest as a financial squeeze, a delayed payment, or a profound questioning of your own worth. The challenge is to face these material realities without detaching into abstract ideas. The spiritual message is about building a foundation of self-worth that is independent of your bank account. The universe is using financial pressure to ask you a deeper question: what do you truly value? This is revealed by the full moon on July 10th, which illuminates your 12th house of the subconscious, spirituality, and hidden patterns. This is a powerful moment of release, where secrets can come to light and you have a profound intuitive insight. The spiritual message is that your financial reality and self-worth, second house, are directly influenced by what is lurking in your subconscious, the 12th house. Your feelings of lack are symptoms of a deeper, hidden fear or self-sabotaging belief. To build your wealth, you must face your shadow. Your path forward is one of quiet contemplation and practical restructuring. The full moon in your 12th house is a call for retreat. Your best work this week happens in solitude. Meditate, journal, pay attention to your dreams. The insights that emerge will provide the key to unlocking your financial blocks. It's a powerful time to let go of a self-sabotaging pattern around money. The Saturn station starts a 4-month review of your entire financial picture. Create a budget and do the inner work of building your self-esteem. The wonderful news is that Venus is dancing into your 5th house of creativity and romance. This is a cosmic blessing. It opens the door for fun, creative expression, and new romantic possibilities. Your path forward is to take the deep insights you gain from your 12th house retreat and channel them into a creative project, 5th house. Your creativity can be your new source of value. Embrace the quiet moments this week, Aquarius. The insights you gain in solitude are the key to unlocking your financial blocks and building a foundation of true self-worth. Your creativity can be your new currency. If this message resonated, please do me a favor and like this video. Drop your Aquarius placements in the comments and share what insights are emerging for you. Subscribe to the channel for more, and I wish you a week of deep peace and creative breakthroughs. See you then. Pisces, this week may feel like you are running full speed into a glass wall you did not see coming. The momentum you've been building, the very identity you've been forging, could come to a sudden halt. The challenge is one of profound frustration and a potential identity crisis. Saturn, the planet of discipline, is stationing retrograde in your 1st house of self, identity, and your physical body. It has been in your sign, teaching you how to build a more mature, structured version of yourself. But now, it's hitting the brakes directly on you. You may feel blocked, restricted, tired, or suddenly burdened by responsibilities. Impulsive actions from the past few months may come back for review. The universe is not punishing you, Pisces, it is helping you. This slowdown is a sacred pause, a divine intervention designed to make you stop and look inward. The spiritual message is one of radical self-assessment. Who are you becoming? Is the identity you are building authentic, or is it a performance? Saturn is asking you to get brutally honest about your own maturity and discipline. The full moon on July 10th illuminates your 11th house of community, friendships, and future dreams, bringing a culmination or reality check in your social life. This is directly tied to the Saturn story. The health of your friendships and the viability of your dreams are a direct reflection of the work you've been doing on yourself. You cannot build a true community on a shaky sense of self. Your path forward is not to push harder, but to sit down and examine who you are. Your work is internal. This week begins a 4-month journey of reviewing your personal brand, your commitments, and your long-term vision. Use the full moon's energy to release a friendship or dream that you now realize was based on an old version of you. Take responsibility for where you have been undisciplined. Journaling is your superpower. Ask yourself, what parts of my identity need to be restructured? Venus moving into your 4th house of home and family is a source of comfort. Your path forward involves finding pleasure and security in your private world. Beautify your home, cook a nourishing meal, connect with family who truly support you. By strengthening your inner foundation at home, you will build the resilience needed for the personal restructuring that Saturn is demanding. This slowdown is not a punishment, Pisces, it's a sacred pause. The internal work you do now to restructure your sense of self will allow you to build the authentic community you dream of. Trust this review. If this reading resonated, please like the video and comment with your Pisces placements. Let's support each other through this powerful time. Make sure you subscribe, and I'm wishing you a week of comfort and courageous healing. I'll see you all back here next time.